I rely on what I know, and what I know has gotten me this far. I knew, but I could not see. So let me explain. I knew, just as I know, but I can't see. Most of my impulses and decisions throughout all these years I've been here, I knew that it was coming from a place from within. Those decisions that involved me speaking up with all the rights that I am, with all the rights that I have, and that I can. My God-given right. I knew that's just what I'm going to do, because that's just what I did. And if I was that way when I was younger, that is why I'm the way that I am today, because I am still the same person. These things weren't self-taught to me. It's something that is already in you. Courage. How much do you? How long can you? It's all those things. Looking back, because I lived to be that person. Be punished for it. Oh, you're going to be isolated. I've been through all those things. That has happened. And that's why it's important for me to tell my story. It's important for me too. And even just for myself, I know. Now I understand. Now I see. But kudos to the books. Kudos to movies. It's confirmation, right? It's prophecy. There it is. That means it actually happens in this world. People actually go through this. It is not just a movie. It is not just a book. You see, we are living proof we exist. The title of this new book is now The Elect of the World. Who would really be surprised? There's nothing for us to fight over, the ones that actually exist with this. Because we lived it. We live it. And we've been hurt. And we've been sad. We've been angry. Not one day, not 2 days, not 3 days, not a year. All of these years we've been here. Every single day we live in the spirit. We're always fighting it. Whether we know it, whether we knew it. Now knowing that it's bigger than this, bigger than us. Things we can't see. Things we do. All of it. Without anyone telling us anything. Without anyone giving us any mercy. Even understanding. Now there's understanding, and now there is mercy. Our stories are being told by us to show who it really is. You will know the truth when you hear it. You will know them if they have the Spirit. It wasn't a good thing. In other places in the world, it still isn't. I mean, it isn't in this world. Such a person that has this ability to walk with such grace. Now, the world might not see it as so, but I know that God sees it so. He sees it as grace, but the world sees it as, I don't know, just the worst. Grace is walking in integrity. Grace is walking though you feel like you're weak or you've been weakened, but you still walk with strength with all that you have. Though you are surrounded by enemies, you still don't give in. You still hold your head up. You still keep going. That's grace. But the world will never give you that credit. The world will always see you as least, will always point the finger at you and say, oh, this person is this person is that. This person is mean. Mean why? Mean how? Because they're not fake? Because they're not going to sit at a table full of fakery? Because they're not going to indulge at a table that's filled with gossip? Because they're in your home and they won't kiss your feet and be all up in your face? Maybe that's just not the person they are. Maybe that's just not the person they've never been. Have anybody ever questioned who they are? Who they've been? Because I think there's some confusion. Who do you think that I am? To do such things. You expect a person to sit at a table filled with gossip, filled with empty words. Who did you think this person was? They have their free will to, and this person chooses not to. Sit at a table filled with such people. Instead of looking at this person lowly and speaking of them with such hatred and dislike and discomfort, you should be seeing that person as good, filled with grace. What in the blasphemy? What in the theory? Now you see the curtain, this delusion. Now you see how it's reversed. So good is seen as bad and bad is seen as good. That opens up a whole new book, doesn't it? It's its own book. But that was just one interpretation out of many. Out of the things that I've seen and known. Were not received in their eyes as good. I don't know. In what world? In this one, right? In what world? In what world, Father? Earth. In what world could this be? How could this be? How could this be? That is where confusion is. that is where I stop. For you to see, how could this be? How could I be labeled as such? Oh, I can be those things. I am not. But I am becoming those things because now I feel angry because I am misunderstood, perceived as something else that I am not, when I have not done anything for them to truly see me as such. But they do. But they do. So at that age, you don't understand. Close the book. I've lived this life. I know it front hand. I walked that walk. Now I talk that talk. There is no boasting about suffering. Not being able to connect in a world that runs off of socialism for them to make decisions. Meaning everyone has to agree for it to be true. Everyone is agreeing, not knowing the truth. Instead, you'd rather follow liars. You'd rather follow people that are wannabes, phonies. No one has to show you it. You have exposed yourself doing it. Keep me in a room every day while you're downstairs, full of joy from what we see, from what we can see, knowing truly your body, your eyes are dark, your hands are filthy. There's nothing but demons in the people that you confide in. But I lie, isolated, away from you people. I could not understand that because I could not make sense of it. All I wanted to do was to be a part of it. So I hoped the next day I could. And the next day came and I still was in that room. And I hoped. And again and again and again, I lied in the pit. I still lied, isolated. But I still hoped because that's all I had. And I hoped in you people because you people had the power. I hoped in what I could see. I hoped in the person that had authority. Because clearly that's what I had to do. And I did it. And I did it with integrity. I did it with grace. I did not give up. No one taught me that. No one taught me anything physically. But that I'm bad. That with all that I am, no one will like me. And no one's liking me because I choose to question certain things. That's it. But I don't harm nobody. I don't talk bad about anybody. I don't have anyone to talk to. No one comes to me I cry a little bit, but then I just lie there. I'm not cursing anybody. I don't know anything. But I have to lie here for some reason. And lie here, and lie here, and lie here. Without giving any reason. Hearing what seems to be a party, seems to be a gathering, seems to be a celebration, seems to be a holiday, seems to be someone's birthday, seems to be someone's baby shower, seems to be the whole family. Not one person comes upstairs to see me. No one can come and check. No one question it enough for things to be different. Now that I'm older, I can say, well, it's prophecy. But when you're a kid, you want things done now. I know that if I didn't do anything, and I'm pretty sure I'll be off tomorrow, or I'll be off later, it turned into months and years. So it's nothing to boast about, though people might boast about it. It's never a boasting thing because I'm hurt because of it. I've been crushed in spirit. And I wish, and I only hope to God that He can heal it. He continues on healing it. Because I don't want to lose my spirit again. I don't want to be disconnected. This is nothing to do for profit. This is nothing to sell. This is nothing to put on a show for anybody. You are hated in this world. You are avoided. You're not invited in this world. And you're going to tell me that this is something to boast about? Because now the true light shines upon me, and now you can, anybody, everybody, me, can see exactly who I've always been. Because now the true story comes out. Oh, because this is a prime example of a warrior. This is a woman. I give all of it to myself. No one gives it to me. No one has. And I don't want it from them. That's why I don't need anyone to speak. At the age that I am, I don't need anyone to see me in any way. You could just go ahead and about your business just as you have. You can just keep avoiding me. You can just keep disliking me. You can just keep the same energy. I don't need anything from you. When I thought I did as a kid, I never received it. So now that I'm older and I've received it, not only, but from God, I've been given my confirmation. I am satisfied. It's not just a movie for me. It's not just a story. It's my soul. It's my life. It is everything that keeps me. And all that, I need to protect it. I need to make sure that, I do it for me. And I'm doing it. Regardless of what anyone may think. My truth will set me free. I speak for me. With my truth, it brings me so much understanding when I speak from my soul. All that I need. It's all that I want. For me to be enough. I have it all. And for someone to speak such ways without knowing a person, oh, this person is boasting because I see who I am. Though the world has tried to change the context of who I am, I choose to stand in my truth. Though these people have said I was negative, when my truth is light in this darkness, though I'm the black sheep, I hold to this. You see, it's not something I can make up. It's not something that I will boast about, but it's you that's asking for it. Don't question me when you're not ready for the truth. Well, here it is. I was all those things in the world's eyes, but I am more than any of it. And this is what they hide. And this is what they hate. And I'm 28. I'm just a year older. And a year older, that's the only difference. So I just give you these things for you to see. That's it. I'd rather be living. And though I know these things, I still can't see it fully. There's no money physically in my pockets because of it. I'm not rich off of any of it. So what is there to boast about when I still have to serve people that are sometimes really undeserving? I'm still in this position. I'm still in the crevice. Darkness. So what is there to boast about? I'm only speaking on this topic because if you find someone boasting about it, you should question it. Because there is nothing to boast about when you're still in this pit. This is a humbling experience. At least for me. And you see, I'm not you, you are not me. And nobody wants to be me. So let's keep that same energy. Though I am filled with wisdom, still doesn't change who I am. I am still the same person. The only difference is that they try to hide you away. They try to shut you up and silence you and isolate you to where you don't have a voice. No one listens. No one believes. No one cares to. But I care. I believe in me. So I listen to me. I care for me. And I speak with me. And hear you see. Hear these things. Because I take time for myself, with myself, to give myself these things. I've been given the greatest gift, and that is my soul. That is my spirit. That is me. I've been given to know who I am. And soon I will see fully